Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with
Yeah,
us.
it's great to be back.
I'm really excited for this one.
It
I think this
is.
is going to be a really fascinating deep dive
Yeah,
today.
so too. Yeah.
We are heading north today.
North of the border
Yes, to Canada.
to the Great White North.
That's right. And we are asking the question, could a former central banker be Canada's next prime minister?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, this is a question posed by an article titled Mark Carney, Canada's next prime minister.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting article, and I think it'll give us some good insights into Mark Carney himself, potential leadership, what it could mean for Canada, but also what it could mean for Canada's relationship with the U.S.
Yeah, especially right now.
Yeah, especially now with all this stuff going on between the U.S. and Canada with
Yeah.
trade tensions.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a really fascinating deep dive.
Yeah, and it speaks to something we see more globally right now.
What's that?
Just this desire for a leader with proven experience navigating complicated economic issues.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, people are looking for somebody who knows what they're doing when it comes to the economy, especially right now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's get into it. Who is Mark Carney?
Okay, so Mark Carney.
Yeah, who is this guy? What makes him so interesting?
Yeah, well, this article highlights his resume.
And it's impressive.
And it is very impressive. He's been governor both of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
That's a huge deal. Yeah. Not many people have done that.
Yeah, so that right there, that's kind of like a big check mark.
Yeah, gold star.
Yeah, in the, pro column.
Exactly.
But also, he would be only the second Canadian prime minister ever to take office without a seat in the House of Commons.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's true. So that's interesting. So he's already kind of like going against the grain a little bit.
Yeah, going against the norm.
Yeah, for sure. And then just to make things even more interesting, he has close ties to the Liberal Party. He even served as an economic advisor to the outgoing PM, Justin Trudeau.
Oh, wow. So he's already in the mix.
He's already in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question is, why is he being touted as the person to lead Canada right now?
Well, the article really says it's all about timing.
Yeah.
It really does. So Canada is facing a potential recession, and a lot of people think it's due to the 25% tariffs that the U.S. has put on some Canadian goods.
It's a difficult situation.
Yeah, it's a really tough situation.
And a lot of people think that Carney is the best person to lead Canada through this time.
Exactly. They think he has the experience from managing other economic crises, both in North America and in the UK.
Yeah, so that kind of leads me to my next question.
Okay.
How does managing a central bank prepare someone for leading an entire country?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is it really just like crisis management skills?
I mean, there are overlaps, for sure.
Like what?
Well, like assessing risks, making hard calls under pressure, understanding global economic forces.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, politics is a whole other beast. It's a lot of diplomacy, it's compromise, building coalitions, all these things you don't really do at a central bank.
Right, so he might be great at managing a crisis, but can he handle like the political side of things?
That's the big question.
Yeah, and speaking of politics and global relations, this article quotes Carney as saying something pretty interesting about the U.S.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
He said, "America is not Canada, and Canada never ever will be part of America in any way, shape, or form."
Whoa. Okay. Strong words.
Yeah, strong words.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that statement?
I mean, I think it resonates with a lot of Canadians,
Sure.
Yeah, they have a strong sense of national identity.
Yeah.
They want to keep their culture and political system separate from the U.S., even though they're so
No,
close.
they're right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's like their next door neighbor. They want to be friendly, but they also want to be their own country.
Yeah. And he doesn't stop there.
What else does he say?
He goes on to say, Americans, they should make no mistake in trade, as in hockey, Canada will win.
Wow, he's really drawing a line in the sand there.
Yeah, he's not holding back at all. And, he's also said that he would keep tariffs in place until the Americans show us respect.
Okay, so he's taking a hard line on those tariffs.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, on the one hand, it shows that Canada's not going to be pushed around.
Right.
But on the other hand, tariffs hurt both economies.
Yeah.
Those tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, they directly affect American companies who need those materials.
It's a complicated situation.
Yeah, it really is. It's like a big game of economic chess.
And Carney's playing to win.
It seems that way.
So I guess my question to you is, if you're someone who's watching all of this unfold in Canada, what do you make of it all?
I think it's a fascinating time.
Yeah.
You've got Mark Carney with all his experience in finance and his strong opinions on the U.S.-Canada relationship.
Yeah,
He could really shake things up.
he could. And it makes you wonder how his leadership might differ from traditional politicians.
Yeah, I mean, could he bring a fresh perspective to these really complex global problems?
Yeah. Could he do things differently?
Could he change the game when it comes to trade wars, climate change?
That's a really interesting thought.
It is, isn't it?
I think that's a great place to leave it for today.
Yeah, food for thought.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Mark Carney and his potential future as Canada's next Prime Minister.
It was a pleasure being here.
And until next time, keep exploring.
Yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.